Hello, my dear students. Today I'm here with a new chapter 2, that is a linear equation in one variable. So today we're going to discuss related to this chapter. From in this chapter we can study what is an equation, what is linear equation, how to solve it, and how many varieties of equations are there. So related all these things we are going to discuss. So just as usual, a lot to know and a lot to discuss. So just go for it. Okay. So, when you heard this chapter, that linear equation in one variable, the first thing is comes to your mind that what is an equation? So here it is mentioned that an equation is a statement of equality which contain one or more unknown quantity or quantities, and constant term is called an equation. That means in an equation there must be three terms present. One is your what? One variable, one constant term, and an equal sign. So variable means what? Which vary. Vary in the means of what? Like x, y, z, and every alphabet that is recommended as your variable, because the value of x, y, and z and all the variable, they're varying from one equation to another. That's why they are known as the variable. And what is the meaning of constant? So constant means what? Now which value remains same. That if, for example, 1 2 3 4, all the numbers that it doesn't change for any variable, any equation, right? In any equation, if there it is 2, that means it stands for 2 only. So the 2 is all same for any kind of equation. Okay. Then, what is the meaning of linear equation? So, linear means what? If an equation having the maximum power as 1, that means an equation is called linear equation if it has only 1 degree, that is the highest power of the variable appearing in equation is 1, and the form of linear equation is ax plus b equal to 0. So, degree, that means when it comes to an equation, it having some part, that one is your what? Your degree, another is your exponent. Means exponent and degree both are the same thing. Okay, so here the degree must be 1, right? So 1 means what? Oh, if ax plus b, that means above x there is nothing, so nothing means 1 is there. So that's why the maximum value must be 1 there. That is known as your linear equation. So the general condition is what? Ax plus b. This p of x means what? Now polynomial related to x, that means here the variable is x, that's why it is denoted as p of x. Okay, so ax plus b, where a and b are the two constant term and x is the variable here. Okay, now move to the next part, that is your how to solving an equation. The first thing is that solving an equation means determining its root, that is finding the value of variable we satisfy it. Finding the value of variable means what? If the variable is x, y, or z, anything, right? So to find out that particular value means what? The variable's value for that particular equation it's satisfied. That means if an equation like 2x plus 3, so here x will be minus 3 by 2, that means that minus 3 by 2 is only satisfied for that equation particularly. It cannot satisfy for any other equation. That's why this minus 3 by 2 is known as the root or the solution for that particular equation. Okay, then a linear equation may have any rational number as its solution. As I told you in the example that x equal to minus 3 by 2, so minus 3 by 2 is a rational, is a ratio, you know already it, right? So an equation, the solution may be a rational number, maybe a whole number, maybe a natural number, anything it can come. The third point is that a number which satisfies an equation is called the solution of the equation. As I told you before that if a particular answer, it satisfied that particular equation, that is the solution only. Okay, so that particular solution, it will not satisfied for any other equation, that is only satisfied for that particular equation. Fine. Then a term may be transposed from one side of the equation to the other side, but its sign will be changed. Transposed means what? It can be transported. Means if certain things present in the left hand side, it can be shifted to the right hand side, vice versa. That means from right hand side, if certain things are there, we can change it to the or shift to the left hand side, but with one condition, that the symbol must be changed. Symbol must be changed means what? If in left hand side the symbol of the number is positive, if we want to change to the right hand side, the symbol will be negative. Similarly, if it is multiplied in the left hand side, in the right hand side that will be divide, and if it is negative in the left hand side, it will be positive in the right hand side, and if it is divided in the left hand side, that will be multiplied in the right hand side. Same rule for right hand side to left hand side. That means if you change from any direction, from left hand side to right hand side or from right hand side to left hand side, the symbol will be changed from plus to minus or minus to plus, from multiplication to division or division to multiplication. That is the transpose. Then the value of the variable for which LHS equal to RHS is called the solution of the linear equation. The same thing only, that means the value will be same for both that part, LHS equal to RHS. So that then only we can say yes, this is the particular solution. We are free to perform the same operation on both sides of the equation, such as we can add or to subtract from both the side of the equation the same quantity. That means if we are not going to do the transpose way, we can do another thing, that if you want to add something in the left hand side or subtract something in the left hand side, the same operation we have to operate in the right hand side. That means if we are adding plus 5 from the left hand side, the same 5 we have to add in the right hand side, then only the value will remain same, otherwise the value will be disturbed. So whatever operation you are doing in any one of the side for solving the equation, the same thing we have to do to the right hand side, then only we can say yes, they both are same. Okay. Also, we can multiply or divide both sides of the equation by the same non-zero quantity. So if you want to multiply something also, you can multiply. If you want to divide something also, you can divide. But the condition is that with both the side. And here it is mentioned non-zero quantity. Non-zero quantity means what? Without zero. Means we cannot multiply or divide any number with 0, because if you multiply, the total equation will convert it to 0, and if you divide, that is simply doesn't exist, because any number divided by 0, it doesn't exist. So that's why we can multiply or divide by the non-zero quantity. Okay, now we're going to see some example related to this. One equation is there, x by 3 plus 1 equal to 7 by 15. So here I am doing by two different method. One is a transpose method, another is a by adding or subtracting something in both the side. So first method, you can see that x plus 3 and here it is plus 1. So I am putting it there, I am accepting it to the right hand side, that is converted to the minus 1. So x plus 3 equal to x by 3 equal to 7 by 15 minus 1. So after taking the LCM, it will be 15. So in the numerator part, that will 7 minus 15, and x by 3 equal to minus 8 by 15. And see here 3 is divided with x, so here it will be multiplied with the RHS side, that is minus 8 by 15 into 3, it will cut. Answer is minus 8 by 5 here. Okay, so our main motto is that to relieve this variable term, then only we can get the answer. And see, the in other side we can do in this way also, that x by 3 plus 1 equal to 7 by 15. We want to relieve x part, no, so 1 is added here, so we can subtract 1 from the left hand side. And if you want to subtract 1 from the left hand side, the same operation you have to do with the right hand side, so it will be minus. So x by 3, that is 7 minus 15 by 15, and x by 3, here 3 is divided, so to relieve x, you can multiply with 3 and we'll get the answer as x equal to minus 8 by 5. The same answer you're getting in both the procedures. So the process may be different, but the answer you will get finally, it will be same in all the cases. Then another example you can take, x into 2x plus 3 minus 2x into x minus 5 equal to 6. Here the distributive property will apply. I hope you know the distributive property, right? So x into 2x plus 3 means what? This x is multiplied with both 2x and 3. So x into 2x, 2x square, x into 3, that will be 3x, and 2x into x, 2x square. And here you can see minus minus will be plus, so 2x into 5, that will be 10x equal to 6. Here 2x square and minus 2x are both will cancel. 3x plus 10 is equal to 13x, so 13x equal to 6, so x will be 6 by 13, because 13 is multiplied here, this side it will be divided. And the final example you can check out here, that 4x plus 1 divided by 3 plus 2x minus 1 divided by 2 equal minus 3x minus 7 by 5 equal to 6. So all these are present in the rational form. So we can take the LCM of 3, 2, and 5. We are getting 30, and we can do the procedure that, as you know, that to solve the fraction we are going LCM, then LCM divided by the denominator multiplied with the numerator, right? So 30 by 3, that will be 10. So 10 into 4x plus 1. 30 by 2, 15, 15 into 2x minus 1, 30 by 5, 6, 6 into 3x minus 7. So we can multiply it. We are getting 52x plus 37 equal to 180, because 30 is divided here, so that side it will be multiplied. Then 52x plus 37, 180, and 52x equal to 180 minus 37, and finally getting x as 143 by 52. Okay, so this is all about your chapter related to linear equation, and also another video I will make related to the other part, that how to solve a word problem related to this equation. And we are also going to study that how to reduce the equation so that we can easily solve it. Okay, so this pretty much for today, and I hope you all guys enjoyed the video, and also it will be informative for you. So thanks for watching, and do subscribe to my channel. Thank you everyone.